Priest cuts off his own penis during crazed mental break following tick bite. Uh,
Wow.
he should have done a tick check. He's apparently from the Czech Republic, so tick check. A priest in the Czech Republic sliced off his own penis with a knife after he was allegedly driven psychotic by a tick bite. We don't know exactly what happened. It was probably a health problem. The mayor of, not even going to try to say this, southern Bohemia, where the alarming incident occurred, told local media. According to Czech outlets, locals first realized something was awry after the unnamed clergyman failed to show up for a prearranged meeting. Paramedics busted down his door, after which they found the priest lying unconscious in a pool of blood with his penis severed. The imperiled man of God was subsequently rushed to the local emergency room, where medics discovered that he had sustained injuries to his genitals. Due to his deteriorating condition, doctors put the man into an induced coma and placed him on a ventilator, which he remained on for 10 days. Unfortunately, medics had difficulty finding out what transpired beforehand due to the comatose state. He is lying unconscious in the ARO ward. David Hensey, Vicar General of the diocese, told local media. Due to these circumstances, it is impossible to find out what really happened. However, doctors did discover central damage to the patient's nervous system, which appeared to be viral in origin, per the religious leader's testimony. The man had also sustained other injuries to his genitals. Hensel claimed that the priest had suffered from tick-borne encephalitis, also known as TBE, which is the swelling of the brain caused by tick-transmitted disease. In its advanced stages, this condition can induce personality changes and even psychosis, which was believed to be the case with the priest. According to the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, the Czech Republic is one of the countries with the highest incidence of TBE in Europe, recording between 500 to 1,000 cases per year. The risk is particularly great in the South Bohemian region, where the incident occurred. Meanwhile, the clergyman was also said to be experiencing health problems the day before the incident. Authorities have since ruled out any foul play. We are not investigating any illegal action, said Jiri Matzner, a spokesman for the South Bohemian Police. Never visit South Bohemia. The priest's current health condition remains unclear. Unfortunately, Eastern Europe isn't the only place where these ticks are wreaking havoc. Oh, there's other places. Okay. The annual number of tick-borne disease cases has more than doubled in the U.S. over the past 2 decades amid rising tick populations, climate change, and improved methods of tracking diseases. We're fucked, guys. Lyme disease is far and away the most prevalent. The U.S.'s Centers for Disease Control and Prevention record some 36,000 cases each year, with a large concentration occurring in New York. Over the past decade, the Empire State has seen an average of 6,700 new cases of Lyme disease each year, with over 8,000 in 2019. Now, I'm thinking Lyme disease is the better way to go, though. Like, you don't cut your own dick off, right? So,
Yeah, I guess so.
America, woo! To prevent contracting a disease, experts advise wearing long sleeves and pants before venturing outdoors, and coating one's skin with repellents like DEET, or spraying the insecticide permethrin on clothes and hiking shoes. They should also conduct meticulous body checks after returning from a hike. If an embedded bloodsucker is located, the CDC advises removing it with fine point tweezers, using slow and steady pressure, making sure to get as close to the skin as possible to extract the barbed mouth parts.
Yeah, man, ticks are nasty. There's been a couple times I remember, like, back home, where like my dad would go for a walk and like find a tick on him, and then it's like it just gives everybody in the house the heebie-jeebies, because now you're like paranoid that there's a tick on the loose, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But
I
you
I,
know,
I,
USA number one. We
I
avoid
will
dick cutting ticks.
I will say though that there's a lot of Catholic priests that could take a page out of this guy's book.
Yeah, maybe it was God's will. You're like, I don't like the way the direction you're going. You know, let's nip this in the bud.
But yeah, man, ticks are freaky, and like they also, like, ticks have like a very hard shell. Like anytime my dad did find them, he would actually like burn them, because he's like, he's like they're hard to crush because they're like have such a hard exoskeleton.
So do you burn them like while they're close to your skin, or do you burn them like when you get them out? Like, what's the deal there?
Well, no, like when they were out, like he would put them in like something and like just like burn them.
Oh, okay, okay. Sounds like revenge to me.
I don't think he's ever actually found one that was like halfway in his skin or anything, but he's found them like just crawling on him.
Jeez, man, that's crazy. And they're most prevalent in New York. So if your dad's seeing them, they must be a ton over there. Like,
I
ooh,
mean, they're everywhere. I think they're just more. There probably are more prevalent in certain places. I know that uh, Lyme's disease. I believe it's named that because there's like a Lyme's, Connecticut, or that's where it
oh,
comes from. Yeah.
oh, that makes sense. I mean, we live in the Pacific Northwest. There's a bunch of trees and like areas for ticks to be in. I'm really glad they're not as prevalent here, but I definitely still have that fear when I see tall grass.
I assume they're around here. Yeah, and I think they get in trees and stuff too, and they'll drop down on you. That like they're nasty, man.
Oof, ticks. Why can't they
Ticks
all be
and
like Tick from the show, the cartoon show, The Tick?
oh right.
He was fun.
Oddly enough, I saw the thumbnail for that on Hulu, and I was like,
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, should I revisit the Tick?
yeah, you should. That's a good one. That was absolutely a good one.
I
Just,
remember watching it as a kid.
yeah, I used to like it back then. They should remake that. They should do a funny, actually funny comic book character like cartoon. Yeah.
Well, a couple years ago on Amazon, they did make it. Only lasted one season, but they did do like a live action Tick.
Oh, didn't they have what's his name? The guy from Seinfeld, the boyfriend, Elaine's boyfriend. What's his name?
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, wasn't he the original voice?
I think he was the original voice, but I don't think they used him in the
Oh
show.
no, okay.
Maybe I'm not like. I want to say I even watched the pilot, and I don't remember it now. Like
Oh,
I don't
cool.
remember who the
Rave
Tick
reviews.
was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it wasn't like. But I wasn't intrigued enough to watch more of it, so I mean maybe that's why I didn't get another season. But
Makes sense.
it's out there.